Welcome back to another week of Stocks in Review for the upcoming week. In this special edition, we review the dark cloud cover chart pattern, a candlestick pattern that can be an indication of upcoming bearish changes in a stock that you might be watching. Let's first take a look at news that could affect your stock portfolio. The big news, without a doubt, was the evaluation of the aftermath of Hurricane Irma. It caused widespread devastation throughout the Florida Keys and large pockets of Florida. Millions of residents have been without electricity for nearly a week or more in 90-degree or better temperatures. In cryptocurrency news, Bitcoin and Ethereum took quite a beating this week. As of Thursday, Bitcoin was approaching a low of less than $3,500, and Ethereum was closing in on $240. Most experts attribute this correction in large part to China's efforts to shut down domestic Bitcoin exchanges. Interestingly, China was one of the first big players and motivators in the digital currency world, right up until this year. I encourage you to watch the charts for the latest resistance levels and set your alerts so that you don't miss good entry points. Please be super careful this week with all digital currencies. I mentioned last week that we'd start taking a look at the top 3 performing ETFs for 2017. And for the week, 2 out of 3 are up and a third is about the same. Ticker symbol FBT. It was $124.32 last week. This week, again, that's about the same at $124.11. Ticker symbol MCHI was at $61.60 last week. It went up 2.41% to 63.13. Ticker symbol SPXL was $35.76 last week. This week it was up 4.21% to 37.33. So 2 out of 3, not too bad. We'll see what happens next week. Hopefully last week you looked at some of the recommendations that I made. 10x Therapeutics went from a Friday close of 32.4 cents a share up to 44.11 cents a share. That's an increase of 27%. Nvidia was at $162.94 and it jumped over $7 a share to $170.05, a nearly 4.5% increase. And HTG Molecular was up 9.7% from late last Friday. On watch for the coming week, I have Northern Dynasty Minerals, 10x Therapeutics, Nvidia Corporation, and 22nd Century Group. For NAK, it's been trading in a very narrow range in anticipation of the announcement of a partner. A lot of buying activity in the last 5 to 7 days was noted. Just 2 weeks left and the third quarter is history. 10x has had some unusual trading activity with nice highs hit for this week. Social media activity on this stock is up over 10% for the week. Something could be announced very soon. Nvidia was up for the better half of the week, and even though North Korea fired another missile on Thursday, I think this stock will be up again by early next week after some selling on Friday. For 22nd Century Group, the stock's been hitting higher highs and building momentum in anticipation of the probable but not guaranteed deal with British Tobacco. Watch this one close. I'm hoping for a little bit of a retracement on Friday or Monday to under $3 a share. Then I'd watch this one close. A new stock for the week I wanted to bring to your attention is Aldera Therapeutics, ticker symbol ALDX. This stock came up on my radar this week, and I think it has a little bit more left in it before it settles back down. Shares jumped by over 50% after positive results were announced from its Phase 2 study for people with dry eye disease. Over 20 million people in the US are affected by this, and failure to deal with it can lead to decreased vision. This biotech firm is located in Lexington, Massachusetts, and is rated a strong buy with analyst price targets ranging from a low of $14 to $30 a share. Let's take a look at the dark cloud cover chart pattern now. The importance of this pattern is that it signals a high probability that a stock that you're watching may likely reverse to the downside. You need to look for a very bullish candlestick with a long body that closes to the upside. The next candle that follows will gap up to an even higher price at its open, but then the price falls back. Actually, that second candle will close in the lower half of the body of the candle immediately before it. So by virtue of the fact that the candle opened higher and then closes, therefore erasing more than half of the previous candle's gains, is where the name comes from. Essentially, the candle opened positive or sunny, then the dark clouds moved in. The bearish signal is further strengthened if the candle that follows it closes at a level below the low of the candle that was up that immediately preceded it. So if you're reading it properly, the price should steadily move down without much of any retracement for some period of time. A couple of other things you should be aware of includes, if the volume levels are relatively high around these candles compared to what you see with the ones that are pre and post this pattern, the dark cloud cover candlestick pattern is even more reliable. If you see this pattern occurring near a significant level of resistance, especially if the gap up is over the resistance level, but at the close the candle is below the level of resistance, you can even feel more confident that the stock is approaching a downward trend. Let's take a look at some examples. Please remember, investing in stocks carries risk. Never invest more than you can afford to lose or not have access to for an extended period of time. If you enjoy our videos, we appreciate if you could click like and subscribe. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week.